Labyrinth designs have been discovered in rock carvings and on coins dating back thousands of years before Christ. We're lucky that this tradition has been preserved, and we can still find labyrinths in today's architectural design. The labyrinth is used in many spiritual traditions as a kind of walking meditation. It's not a maze. There's one way in and one way out, so you can't get lost.
Labyrinths are found all over the globe. They are found in all ancient traditions, spiritual traditions, all faiths. They're found, the earliest form was a Cretan labyrinth, the Seventh Circuit labyrinth that was ancient, that was intact, that was found on the island of Crete. You can find them in the Hopi medicine wheel, in the American, Native American spirituality. You can find them in England.
Labyrinths date back so far that we're not even sure where they got started or how.
But what we do know is that with this sacred geometry, as you walk those different pathways, it actually does help calm the mind. It helps open the heart, and it helps you reach a place where you can meditate and then therefore prepare yourself through meditation in the Catholic tradition to a place of contemplation.
This particular labyrinth was designed as the center of the St. Maximilian Kolbe Church. It was important to Father Peter O'Reilly that the labyrinth be both the geographical and spiritual center of the building. Maggie Rickelman is the founder of Genuine Journeys.
When they surveyed the land, he had them put a stake right here in this spot, and that was sort of the sacred stake, because what that stake was literally the surveyed center of the entire complex.
Wow.
So that the entire church, the entire St. Maximilian Kolbe village was centered around the center of the labyrinth.
There are many different kinds of labyrinths, some simple, some elaborate. This design is known as an 11th Circuit labyrinth.
These particular labyrinths have a significant sacred geometry. There are 4 quadrants to this labyrinth, representing the 4 seasons, the 4 pathways, the 4 directions. And in this labyrinth, you'll see some lunations there that they actually may have in prehistory used this labyrinth as a sort of calendar. There's 28 lunations in each quadrant of the labyrinth. So we don't know all that they use these for.
Every aspect of the labyrinth has a very special meaning. The tiles are Italian and are all hand-laid.
If you feel this, these are tumbled tile. There's texture
The
to them.
gold-colored ones?
The gold-colored ones. Now, this is when you're on the path, okay? So you can feel yourself on the path. There are times in our lives where we're not on the path, and there are times in our lives that are rough, like these. And then when you're off the path, you'll notice that these are smooth, so that you know when you're on the path and when you're off.
Right.
You choose to stand off in smooth water for a little while before you go back onto the rough and tumble of everyday life.
Walking the labyrinth is a memorable experience as you move around the circle, both towards and away from the center.
Well, you know, the labyrinth is a metaphor for our life. It's a metaphor for the journey of our lives. And what you meet on the labyrinth is what you meet in your life. So, of course, over time, what happens to us in our lives? We age.
Yeah.
There are times in our lives where we crack.
Yeah.
Where, you know, things happen and we get a little torn away. We are not quite even. And you have to integrate those times in your life because those all become the basis, the foundation of who we then will become.
As you walk, you can ask questions, quiet your mind, get in touch with your feelings, and let yourself just be with the silence. As long as you stay on the path, you'll find the center. And then when you're all done, you stay here, you feel the wholeness, the completion, then you gotta go back.
You do. Because in contemplation, the point of contemplative prayer is a prayer for transformation. A prayer where we can have a place of safety here, where we can truly be who we are and our true self.
The idea is to integrate the experience of walking the labyrinth into our lives, so that as we go back to our day, we feel more calm and, yes, more centered. Walking the labyrinth is really a journey within and can be a wonderful part of your spiritual practice. The walk takes about 20 or 30 minutes and is usually done in bare feet. For more information about labyrinths, visit www.genuinejourneys.com.